Hello again, guys. So how's it going? Now in this video, I decided that we're going to discuss staking platforms for a second, because staking platforms are definitely the future of finance. And this is going to spread globally. And very soon, everyone's going to want to be in it. Now, because of what had happened to the Celsius network, just a couple of years ago, it has caused a lot of investors to be very wary of staking platforms. And it is very warranted as well, because I don't know if you guys saw it in the news, the owner, I think he was the CEO of the Celsius network. I think his name is Alex Mashinsky. Hope I said his name correct. He just got sentenced to like 12 years back in June, just this last June, for what had occurred in the Celsius fall, because a lot of people had lost a lot of money. You see, and that right there is the prime example why people are very wary of these staking platforms. So guys, I'm going to have a look at just a few out of the great number of them that are out there. And at the end, I'll give my recommendation, not financial advice, because I'm most certainly not qualified to give you guys financial advice. I'm just going to give my recommendations based off of my experience, years of experience being in crypto, and what I've observed on these particular platforms. So I'll give my recommendation at the end. Now, the first one that I'm going to have a look at is the Best Wallet. I seriously don't know who came up with that name, because that name alone is like a red flag. Seriously, guys, like who names something, Best Wallet? Because whenever I hear that, it's going to give off, like the opposite of what it's called. Anyhow, this Best Wallet is actually an app. I believe it's an app. And it is a non-custodial wallet. What non-custodial means, it means that you won't have any custodian, so the middleman is cut out. And if you guys out there don't mind investing in a platform with no custodian, which means no customer care support, you'll have more control, but you won't have any customer care support. I personally have had experience with a non-custodial wallet before. I think it was called Guarda, and I had no issues. But my main issue with this Best Wallet, who actually claims that they have one of the highest APR in the staking market out there. That's what they claim. And I personally know this not to be the case, as you guys are about to find out in some of these wallets that I'm about to go over. My personal issue is that if I was considering to use their app, I couldn't get past that they just launched in August of 2024. And whenever it comes to staking platforms, you want to make sure that they're thoroughly vetted. And they need to have a little bit more mileage before you can consider using them. It's hardly a year since they've launched. And for one to, invest or entrust a platform with your hard-earned cash, they would have to have a little bit of mileage before you can do that, which is, have to be around for quite a number of years to gain some reputation in the space first, before one can entrust them with their cash. So that's one thing. They need some more time. So that's it for Best Wallet. If you guys don't mind non-custodial wallets with no customer care and you having more control, you can go ahead and check it out. It's entirely up to you guys. Now, let's check out this one that's called Blofin. Now, this Blofin exchange, it's actually a cryptocurrency exchange which offers the feature of staking your cryptocurrency. Now, as you guys can see it for yourself on the screen, you can have a look at some of the examples of the APR that they're offering on several cryptocurrencies, fixed and flexible. Fixed mean you'll have your deposit locked for a period of time, and flexible means you can redeem your deposit at any time. Now, as far as this exchange, Blofin, it has been around since 2019, and regardless, I hardly ever heard of them. I've just recently, while doing research on some of these platforms, discovered this Blofin exchange. So I don't know much about it. And if there's any of you guys out there who have had any experience with it and you want to leave your comments below this video, please go ahead and do so. Because I don't have much experience with this exchange, so I can't really vet it that well. I've watched a couple of videos on it, but still, I still can't recommend it, especially because of this one thing as well. They are a no KYC exchange. And whenever I hear that, it kind of raises a red flag to me personally. Some people, they don't have an issue with that. They actually look for exchanges with no KYC. But as for me, when I hear that, I'm thinking that they're not serious whenever it comes to security. And that says something about them overall. You see, so no KYC, no, I don't like that at all. I prefer them to have KYC because it tells me that they're serious whenever it comes to security. But not only that, they're serious overall whenever it comes to managing their platform. So that's one thing I don't like about the Blofin exchange. But like I said, if any of you guys out there have had any experience with it, please leave it in the comments. And if there's anyone else out there who would, want to go ahead and check it out, you can go and do so. It's entirely up to you. The choice is yours. I'm just, making it aware here. Now, the next exchange I want to go over is Mexi Global. Now, I've had some experience with Mexi Global for quite a couple of years. It's fall in the range of a big cryptocurrency exchange, and they offer staking on their platform. Now, what I find to be very interesting is the APRs on their staking on some of them seems to be excessive. Or I'm wondering if I'm seeing correct or if I'm misunderstanding something. I must be missing something, because I'm pretty sure that I see here on one of what they've displayed, I see they have like USDT on a fixed 2-day period at 600% APR. Now that's insanity. That must be some kind of a glitch or some kind of anomaly. But apparently it's not a glitch, because if you can see for yourself, there's also others they're offering 300% fixed at 2 days again. These 2, 3, and 600% APR offers seems a little bit excessive to me. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys out there have had experiences with them. And if you have, and it's worked out, please let me know in the comments as well. Because to me, whenever I see something like that, I'm going to think immediately that that's a red flag. Stay clear of it. And if you guys don't believe me, that's one of the reasons why so many people were drawn to the Celsius network in the first place. They were offering these exorbitant, these very high APR prices. You see, I think it was from around 15 to 18% on the Celsius network, and that attracted a lot of investors. You see, so the high APR is not necessarily a good thing. Whenever you see it on these exchanges, it's not necessarily a good thing. It's better when it's more reasonable, when it's more believable. When it appears to be unbelievable, I would stay clear from it. That's what I've learned from my experience, my many years of experience in this space. Whenever it looks too good to be true, they usually are, guys. So yeah, as far as the exchange itself, Mexi Global, like I said, I've had years of experience with it. I've never really had any problems with it at all. So I don't know. When it comes to the staking feature on their exchange, you guys would have to go ahead and do it at your own risk. I can't recommend them though, especially because of these high APR prices. Those are straight up red flags to me. And if any one of you guys out there who have used it before and it worked out well, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so the next one that I want to quickly go over is Ledger Live. On the Ledger Live app that works with the Ledger devices, they offer staking, but unfortunately I don't currently own a Ledger, so I don't have a clue as to what the APR staking prices that they're offering looks like. I don't know what are the percentages that they're offering whenever it comes to staking. If any of you guys know, you can please also leave that in the comments. But Ledger also offers staking. And as far as recommending that, I know plenty of you guys out there has Ledger, and I've been recommending you guys get your Ledger. So that's also on my recommendations. You see, depending on the percentage that is that you're offering to stake these coins. And let me just get this out of the way. As far as staking cryptocurrencies, I really wouldn't be staking cryptocurrencies currently at these current market prices. Whenever the markets are at the tops or close to the tops, I wouldn't be thinking about staking currently cryptocurrencies. And why is that? Because the market volatility affects your staking rewards. But not only that, it can also affect your deposit in the case of a crash. Now, I know this because this is one of the reasons as well why Celsius had crashed. You see, this is one of the main reasons out of several other reasons why Celsius failed. Because at the time, the markets were going down. The markets were crashing. And that contributed to Celsius failing. You see, so what I would do at times like this, I would stake stable coins or the USD. Coins that are stable, those can be staked currently while the markets are high. But I wouldn't recommend staking no coin or no cryptocurrency that is subject to fluctuations. No, I wouldn't recommend that currently. I would recommend staking cryptocurrencies when the market has already crashed and just start to rise back. At that time, I would recommend staking cryptocurrencies. After a market crash and it just start to rise back, it's just starting to recover, I'd say that's the perfect time to consider staking all of these you guys' favorite coins out there, like XRP, Cardano, Sui, Atom, Polkadot, and all these coins. I'd recommend after the market crashes and is just recovering. Then you have that whole time, perhaps 2-3 years worth of staking. That would be good. That would be perfect. You see, but currently, coins that are stable. You see, when the markets are so high, everything's so high, and they can literally just start crashing, affecting your deposit and your staking rewards. No, you don't want that. So I would stick to stable coins currently if I'm considering staking. That's just my opinion. So now the next one, I already just did Ledger Live. You guys, that has the Ledger, you can check it out and see for yourself and you decide. Okay, so the next one is the Kraken exchange. Now, I've had a very good experience with Kraken. I've been with them for a very long time. Kraken has been around since 2011. They've gained some reputation for themselves. And personally, this is my opinion again, Kraken is one of the most safest exchange out there. And I've had very, very good experiences with this exchange. Now, on Kraken, I see that they were offering 5.75% APR or APY. APR stands for annual percentage rate, and APY stands for annual percentage yield, which is basically the same thing. They're offering 5.75 APR staking on US dollar. That's the US dollar, the Euro dollar, USDT, and USDC. Now, personally, I think this is a very good deal. As a matter of fact, considering how the cryptocurrency markets in general have been, moving lately, I think that it'd be better off, rather than having your money parked up in some of these cryptocurrencies that have just been doing very terrible and has just been bleeding out people's money. Personally, I'm not giving you advice. I think that instead of having your money parked up in those cryptocurrencies, it'd be better to have your money staked in one of these stable currency, like the US dollar or the Euro or USDT. But you get the picture, one of these stable coins, whichever one you guys choose, either the US dollar, the Euro, USDC, or if you choose USDT, right? You stake it, let's say you have like $50,000. You happen to have $50,000 lying around. You stake $50,000, and at that 5.75 APR, let's round it off to around 50,000 and something, around 55,000, I guess. Let's say around 55,000. okay? You stake that at 5.75 APR, and you're looking at $250 every month passive income. That's coming in every month, you see. And let's just say you have 100,000 and change, 100,000 and change lying around, and you decide that you want to stake that at 5.75% APR. That's literally around $500 every month, guys. You see, on a platform that is reputable. Now, I've mentioned this before, that none of these cryptocurrency or staking platforms, none of these platforms are entirely safe. None of them. You only have some that are safer than others. So take that into consideration. You see, Kraken is just safer than majority of the cryptocurrency, if not all of them, that I know of out there. So if you're going to consider staking, I would most definitely recommend staking on Kraken. And in the future, I'm looking to definitely be staking on Kraken. Whenever the time comes for me to start staking, Kraken is definitely going to be one of them. Now, I'm not saying that in the future they won't have, other trustworthy platforms where we can stake as well, because like I said, staking is definitely the future, and I'm pretty sure that the government is going to come up with very safe ways, very trustworthy avenues, which we can stake without have to be worrying about our money, our deposits. Okay, so there you guys have it. You can go ahead and check it out for yourself, and you decide whether or not you're going to give it a try. It's entirely up to you. Now, just recently, this fund manager, these companies that manages shares and large funds that are called Rex Osprey. I hope I'm saying it correct. Rex Osprey, right? They manage large funds, investment funds, I think. They've just filed for a Solana ETF, which offers staking rewards. The very first of its kind. This is unprecedented, guys. You see. And this is definitely not the first, because others are going to follow suit. As a matter of fact, they have filed for 2 ETFs, Solana and Ethereum. The Solana one has already been approved, and they're just waiting for the Ethereum one to be approved as well. And like I said, both of them, both the Solana and the Ethereum ETFs offers staking rewards, guys. This is huge. This is huge. And the Solana one has already been approved. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe that it's already approved. And they're just waiting for the Ethereum one to be approved, which will offer staking rewards, guys. Ethereum ETF offer it with staking rewards. This is huge. I'm predicting tons of boatloads of cash are going to come into these ETFs, guys. Big money is definitely going to be staking, because this is passive income. And that's what we've been talking about. That's why I'm telling you that staking is the future of it comes right even while I was making this video. You see, confirming what I'm telling you, that staking, all of us, we're going to be staking, especially after the wealth transfer has happened. All of us, we're going to be looking for very trustworthy, very good places where we can stake our cryptocurrencies. And here we have it coming in to mainstream so that they can, be a part of it. Now, the ticker symbol for the Solana staking is SSK, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. So yes, guys, a ton load of these ETFs are being filed for and getting approved. And like I said, many others are going to follow suit. Many other cryptocurrency staking ETFs are going to come behind these two as well. So everything is picking up speed. Even as I've mentioned in the previous video, on the 14th of this month, the FedWire is going live. So all of these bullish events, things that are very good for cryptocurrency, are all coming together, and they're all getting the green light in the middle of this month, in this July. And I'm very interested to see where this is all going to go, because all of this is just so bullish for cryptocurrency in general. All of this adoption and all of these ETFs. So guys, This is all I'm going to share with you all in this particular video. I don't think I've missed anything. So yeah, that's all I want to share. You guys take good care of yourselves. Peace, shalom. Until next time.